already.
But I'll ask them if you want. I mean, everybody loves Danny, right? Just thumbs up. Erev Shabbos, your Chavrus is here. Remember, you used to learn with him in the Kallus. Yeah, you see him up there, yeah? He's right next to me in the box. How does it work? Who gets to sit next to me in the box? Hey, look, Ari's here too. Oh, look at that. Oh, very nice.
We sell this trust.
Don't forget to daven Shachris.
We sell this trust to sit next to Rabbi in Zoom.
What'd you say?
We sell this trust to sit next to Rabbi in Zoom.
That how it works?
Vada.
Oh my goodness, that is so cool. Oh, that's really cool. All right, Rabbi say. I'm sorry we're late, so I'll go shorter because we're late. It's a quick aura on the parsha, Rabbi say. In the parsha, it says Achrei mois shnei bnei Aaron. Achrei mois the shnei bnei Aaron. Lama umasker misasan b'yom kippur. We know that the parsha talks about the misa of the bnei Aaron, and in conjunction with that goes straight into the inyanim of the Yom Kippur, the Halakha Avodah of going l'fnai v'lefnim. That's what our parsha talks about, but it prefaces it with Achrei mois shnei bnei Aaron, that the Yom Kippur Avodah was done after the misa of these great tzaddikim, not of Avihu. So the Yerushalmi and Yuma, it's really the first Yerushalmi and Yuma. Yerushalmi, I have here the Yerushalmi, I'll read it to you. Lamu mazkir misasim b'yom Kippur. Why does it mention the misa of the tzaddikim in conjunction with the avodah of the Yom Kippur? Shekeshem Yom Kippur mechaper al Yisrael, just like Yom Kippur is mechaper on Klal Yisrael, kach misasim shel tzaddikim mechaperes al Yisrael. So to the misa of tzaddikim is mechaper on Klal Yisrael. It's a schutz for Klal Yisrael. The misa of tzaddikim, it makes us clean. It cleanses Klal Yisrael. Lama, the Yerushalmi continues. Lama samach hakosav misas Miriam. Why did Torah put together the misa of Miriam together with the parsha Parah Duma? So the Yerushalmi continues. Lelamdecha shekeshem she'efa parah mechaperes, just like the efa of parah is mechaper on Klal Yisrael. So too the mitzvah tzaddikim is mechaper on Klal Yisrael. And that's the Yerushalmi, the famous Yerushalmi. I think Doilam knows it, that when they have Chalila Aleinu, the misa of tzaddikim, so the misa of tzaddikim is mechaper on Klal Yisrael. We learn it from the Bnei Aaron, that they were nifter, and in conjunction with the kapara of Yom Kippur, and we learn it from Miriam, that Miriam is put together with the Parah Duma. Is a paisai, the Chsam Sofer, the Halakha Chsam Sofer, effect the kasha. What was nistaisif? What was added from the misa of Miriam? The Torah had to teach us that lesson. So how does the Torah teach us that lesson? They put together the misa of Aaron, the misa of the Bnei Aaron, together with the Yom Kippur Avodah to teach us that the Avodah of the Yom Kippur is mechaper, and so too the misa of Tzaddikim is mechaper. So what was nitaisif? What did I not know? What was added to me now that also the Torah once again does that? The Torah is going to do that in an upcoming parsha later on. The Torah is going to do that. When it comes to Miriam, it's going to put the misa of Miriam also together with the Parah Duma to show me that just like the Parah Duma is mechaper, so then the misa of tzaddikim is mechaper. What did I not know? What was nitaisif to tell me this message twice? As I listen to the words of the Chsam Sofer and how it's so important for us to hear in these days that Laida, Rachmana litzlan, there's Misa of Tzaddikim, and not just Tzaddikim, some of the greatest Tzaddikim that were in our door, in this door Yasim, in the door of the Ikfetz and the Mashiach. We need to hear what does it mean, Misa Tzaddikim. Listen to the words of the Halakha Chsam Sofer. Sagt Chsam Sofer, there's two types of reactions in a Misa Tzaddikim. There's the reaction, what's considered a kapara klali. There's a klaliistic kapara, a general kapara. The general kapara from a Misa Tzaddikim, says the Chsam Sofer, that goes on the Klal Yisrael at large. That's when Klal Yisrael have we'll call it Chalila Roiv Avainis, that more of Kivyachol Klal Yisrael is doing bad, and unfortunately there's a din klali, a general din against Klal Yisrael. And on that, the Rebbeinu Shalom says, if there's a mitzvah of tzaddik, since the tzaddik is a part of Klal Yisrael, so when he takes the korban of the tzibur, he takes that tzaddik, so then that has the ability to tip the scale for the klal. HaKadosh Baruch Hu takes the best of the crop, the cream of the crop. He's noitled muvche shebehem, says the Chassam Sofer, and I day that's mechaper on the klal. Klal Yisrael at whole need a kapara. However, there's an efsharius that says the Chassam Sofer that a misav tzaddik has the ability to be mechaper on every yochid specifically, not just on the klal. That isn't something that's in my personal metzias of right now. That's me as a member of Klal Yisrael. Says the Chassam Sofer, how could you get it that the Misa Tzadikim is mechaper on you personally, on your own averos, on your own shortcomings? He says, that's when you're mitztayer and you suffer for the Misa of a Tzadik. Kol Adam Yisrael beliba moisa Tzadik. When you understand what's the Aveda to us, and what's the Aveda to the door, because then the Misa of the Tzaddik is mechaper on Chol Yochid v'Yochid. So first of all, says the Chassam Sofer, that's pshat in the Yerushalmi. In the Yerushalmi, it talks about the Misa of Miriam, and it talks about the kapara of the Paraduma. The kapara of the paraduma is not something that we are misyachis to as a kapara on each and every yochid. It's a more klalistic, a general type of a kapara. But says the Chassam Sofer, when we want to talk about where is it that every single yid in Klal Yisrael gets a personal kapara, that's in the mikvah of a Yom Kippur. A Yom Kippur, every yid goes in and every yid comes out and gets cleansed. He comes out of the Yom Kippur, and he himself has his own personal cleansing, his own personal mikveh. Says the Chassam Sofer, what the Yerushalmi did was taught us, of Miriam, that's to teach a person that in general, the korban of the tzibur goes on the entire tzibur and has the ability to be mechaper on the tzibur at large. But says the Chassam Sofer, there's something much greater. That when a person takes to heart the misa of a tzaddik and the loss and how the entire Klal Yisrael has been affected and how he's going to be affected from the loss of a tzaddik, so then he gets his own personal kapara. And that is why we have to learn that's a different type of kapara. It's a whole different limit that we learn out from Yom Kippur. On Yom Kippur, I get my own personal. And that's the lashon. The Misas B'nai Aaron, it says, "Kol Beis Yisrael Yivku Es Asreifa." Mamela, that was the star of Klal Yisrael. So then everybody gets a kapara, a personal kapara. Kol Yochid v'Yochid. It's a Beisai. So many tzaddikim that we lost in the last few weeks. And what tzaddikim? Novominsker Rebbe, the Dayan Westheim, tzaddikim, Beisai. We have to take on ourselves and understand the Aveda. What does Chazal tell us? The Gemara tells us in the end of Ksuvis that whoever was at the Levaya of Rebbe, Rabbeinu HaKadosh, and was Mekabel on himself, he was Mezumin L'Olam Haba. You go on the coattails, you take that person, you go straight with him to Olam Haba. Shach Zechron Levracha used to say over that a Levaya, a person has the ability to decide, I'm going in the ways of that tzaddik. A place like we're holding in the time of Levaya, they were not maspid in Karoi. They weren't able to be maspid Karoi. That's the reason why the Chassam Sofer says specifically Mrs. Miriam, because it says that they were mitzasel in the hesped of Miriam. They weren't able to be maspid or karai. So you see that wasn't something that people took on personally, the loss of Miriam. So since they didn't take on personally Kivyochel, the loss of Miriam, so therefore the klaliistika kapara, it was a korban sibur that went for the whole klal. Mashenka by Mises B'nai Aaron, it's Kol Beis Yisrael Yivku Es Asreifa Azos. That's why every person in Klal Yisrael got a Yom Kippur, got his own personal kapara. And basically, we're living in times that we're still holding in the Levaya. We're in the middle of the Vaya. There's not enough time to bury. There's not enough time to be maspid. We can't get together to be maspid. So then we still have the ability to take the shpoyes and to go in the ways of the tzaddikim, and to take on ourselves. We want to be makabel, that we want to go in the ways of Novominsker Rebbe. We want to go in the ways of these great Dayanim, the Dayan Westheim, and other great tzaddikim that were nifter. And when we do that, and we show the Aveda, the tsar of the Aveda, so then the Rebbeinu Shalom says, so you personally get a kapara. If you go and you say, I'm going to be a medaktik in halacha the way they were. I'm going to be somebody that has the lave that they were. Rabbi said, who were these people? Who were these people? Someone told me a story. Half a fella, Rabbi said. These are people that lurked amongst us. They look like normal people with fingerlach and toes, but they're malachim and goof. And we could take from them, we could feel the pain and the loss and the tragedy and make decisions that we want to go in their ways. And then we ourselves will get a kapara, personal yichidim. We'll get a kapara for the Misa Tzadikim that'll be mechaper on us. Who are these great people, Rabbi say? Somebody told me Murdik and Maisa that there was a certain bacher in the yeshiva. The means he went to his own Rebbe and told his Rebbe he's going through a mashber, a hard times, difficult times. But he said he doesn't want to go. So he told him, why don't you go to the Rebbe? The Rebbe, he's the lave of Klal Yisrael. Go to the Rebbe, he'll be mechazik you. So he said, no, he doesn't want to go to the Rebbe because he knows how much pain and how much agnes nefesh the Rebbe is going to have. So he's not, he won't go to the Rebbe. So the Rebbe went to the Rebbe and told the Rebbe that, this Bacher is mamish going through hard times and learned nicht geht and daven nicht, it doesn't go, it's not going. So the Rebbe came to him and he told him why he doesn't want to come to him. The Bacher he doesn't want to give the Rebbe agnes nefesh. So the Rebbe went to the Bacher and he told the Bacher, you should know, it's true I have agnes nefesh. He said, but you understand that when I have that agnes nefesh, I take it to heart because it's my problem and I daven for you and I can get you out of this. So you have to come to me and you have to tell me this. And he told the Bacher, I'm going to daven for you. And every day he went over to the Bacher, where are we holding? How's it going? No. One day the Bacher told him, it's going good. The Rebbe took him. He said, come with me a minute. Come with me. The Rebbe took him. He went into a closed room. He closed the door and a machta rekida. And he started dancing with him. He said, you don't know what you just did for me. So whatever agnes nefesh that you felt you were going to give me, the simcha that you just gave me is all the more. It's all worth it. It's all worth it. That's the lave of Klal Yisrael, Boisai. That's the same yid that a bacher once came over to the Rebbe, a young bacher. And everyone knows that Rashi and Baba Kama and Daf Heyam Beis, long. Oh no, Heyam and Aleph, I think it is, no? Where's that Rashi? Heyam Beis. Long Rashi, where Rashi goes through Bor and Shor and Aish and Adam and everything. Long Rashi. Some of you still have to have help, probably psychological trauma from that Rashi. Long Rashi, that Rashi. So he went to the Rebbe, Novominsker Rebbe, and he said, Rebbe, why did Rashi have to waste all of that ink? It's not Rashi's style. Those were the words he said to the Rebbe. The shut of the ink. It's not Rashi's style. That's it. The Rebbe took the bacher, gave him a little patch like that, and then took him and kissed him on the head. He said, Azay Redman Nishtaf Rashi. That's not how we talk of Rashi. That's not how we talk of Rashi. Gave him a little patch, and with the Zelbet patch, he gave him a kiss. Right? The person who told over the story is now the Grace of Talmud Chacham. He said, the patch he doesn't remember, but the kiss he'll remember forever. The kiss of the Rebbe, Rabbi Yisai. That's who we lost. That's the availus of what we lost. That's what it means. We lost Rabbi Yisai. So we have to be makabel on ourselves to go in that direction, to go in that way. There was a bacher in the yeshiva. His father was sick. Nebuch, he was not doing well. And the Rebbe, they saw the Rebbe one day in his office, and he all looked tzargin and he all looked bothered. So that somebody said to the Rebbe, what's the matter? So he said, why is the Rebbe so tzargin? So he said, because the bacher, Yener bacher, his father's not well. He said, yeah, taka. He said, no, you don't understand. He said, I see the way the bacher are davening for this person's father. And they're not davening the way they should be davening for somebody whose father is sick. He said, if the Chavetz Chaim would be here, so then they would see on the Chavetz Chaim the pain of a bacher whose father is not well. And because they would see on the Chavetz Chaim the pain, they would daven differently. So there's something wrong with me. I'm not davening the way I should. That's the lave of Klal Yisrael. We have to take on the Nisa Tzadikim. We have to feel the Aveda. We have to feel the loss. And we have to make Kabbalahs and decisions. I want to go in the ways of that Tzaddik, Rabbi Yisrael. And then that Nisa Tzaddik will not just be a Klal Yisrael kapara. Then it'll be a kapara on Kol Yochid v'Yochid. Help us, Taka, that Bekar of Mamish, we should be Zoich and Chias HaMeisim to see these great Tzaddikim, B'mheira, B'yameinu, Amen. Unmute my baby. Good Shabbos to you all. Shabbos, Rabbi Yisai. Another Shabbos.
You may unmute yourselves.
Shabbos, Shkoya.
Shabbos, Rabbi, Shkoya.
Let me have all the Kindle up.
Shabbos.
Tell her to say Shabbat Shalom. Mori, Shabbat Shalom. Shalom Goodman. Who the Meidlach says, who can get in Shabbos? These that the vice, where's the little apron? Where's that? Huh? Efshar Nigin Taka, no?
Good Shabbos.
Need a Nigin, no? Ay, Shabbos. Ari, I miss you, my
I miss you too. I'm listening on Torah anytime. I'm fine. Very nice.
Rabbi Isai. Good Shabbos, Danny. I miss you. Good Shabbos. Yidl, I miss you. Good Shabbos.
Shabbos, Rabbi.
Good Shabbos. I know you tried to call me. We'll talk later.
Shabbos, Rabbi.
Okay, tell Debbie I say good Shabbos.
Yeah, I'm good.
Hey, good Shabbos.
Shabbos, Rabbi.
Shabbos, good Shabbos, good Shabbos. Chizzuk Shurim, good Shabbos. Rabbi Sher, good Shabbos. Rabbi Silberman, I get in Shabbos. The fiscus, all the fiscuses. All the fiscuses with a parenthesis at the end of it. Rabbi Sher, don't forget to daven to say Shachris. Dave, don't forget. Fill in also the Rosh, also the Rosh. Don't forget.